episode. But first up, happy Monday. I hope you're having an amazing week because my week is off to a great start. This is brought to you by Every NG, your one-stop for unlimited Nigerian trends. And as usual on the show, we always give you the hottest topics to talk about. Now, let's move into the stories for today. First up, why on earth are Titans going on strike? Now, we've had the medical strike, we have, workers going on strike. We've had enough strikes as Nigerians already. Titans, please don't add to our issues, because even the queen of the Titans herself, I'm talking about Tacha, was confused, like, okay, Titans on strike, they were really trending. Why are you going on strike? Tell us your grievances, let's solve this issue amicably. There's no point, there's no need going on strike, guys. Okay, now let's move on from that to Nengi, and congratulations are in order for Nengi as she won the Online Influencer of the Year at the Gauge Awards. Now, she was competing against people like Aisha Yusufu, Pamela Adegoke, Tomike Adeoye, and our very own Erica, yes, her colleague from the BBNaija house, Erica, and Nengi took that award home. So congratulations to Nengi and the Ninjas. Now, moving on from that, let's discuss other issues, concerning BBNaija housemates. And this time around, we have V, Ozo, Nengi, and Neo in the news. Now, let me give you this gist because it's a bit complicated. Remember that we've been having reunion snippets here and there. Well, someone somewhere on the internet decided to spread the rumor that Ozo hit V and Nengi during the reunion show. I don't know where it came from because we've not watched the reunion. Nobody has seen the reunion, but people start pushing out this rumor, and in response, V decided to be a bit witty, and she's like, "Oh, guys, I'm just coming out of the hospital. I just took out my bandage." I'm like, V, no, this is not a joke. But she was just trying to tell people that, look, I don't know where you guys are getting these stories from, but nobody hits me. Nobody hits anybody as far as I'm concerned. Alright, we're done with the BBNaija stories for today. Now let's move on to Don Jazzy. Yes, the Mavis record label boss is in the news again, and this time it's not for a skit. It's a bit controversial, if I can say that. Now, a young artist, tweeted at Don Jazzy and said, "Don Jazzy, I'm really good. I need for you to discover me. I can blow your mind." You know how these up-and-coming artists do their thing on Twitter. Now, Don Jazzy actually responded to this guy, but it wasn't the response that he was expecting. Don Jazzy was like, "There's no doubt, I think you're a great artist. However, I would have given you the light of day if you were following me." Huh? I can imagine how the young man felt. So because of follow now, this is how my helper will miss me. Now, people were talking about this. They're like, "Oh, Don Jazzy, this is a petty reason to not, check this guy out." And Don Jazzy was like, "Oh, you think it's petty, right? Well, I said what I said." What do you think on Don Jazzy not giving this guy the light of day because he's not following him on Twitter? Do you think it's a joke? Do you think he's actually going to follow through with his plan to ignore the guy? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Now let's talk about Cubana Chief Priest for a bit. This one is busting my head. When someone says something is busting their head, it's busting my head. Now, Cubana Chief Priest was given a doctorate degree over the weekend in a foreign university, and I was like, wait, my BSc, 4 years, struggling, fighting, writing, with lecturers, and then Cubana Chief Priest has a doctorate degree. And no, I not seen him sitting in a classroom. I didn't see him doing any online courses. Now, people have been talking, and the comments are hilarious. Someone was like, now only Mumu they write thesis, only Mumu they go school for 4 years. You know how the internet goes with things like this. But congratulations are in order for Cubana Chief Priest. Now let's move on from that to something a bit more serious happening in the entertainment industry, and I'm talking about the issue with Baba Ijesha. Now, recall that on Friday we reported that he was caught on CCTV molesting a 14-year-old girl, and he actually confessed to the crime. Now, over the weekend, a lot has been going on. Conversations have been trailing that issue, and some of his colleagues have said, "Look, guys, I know that this is a crime. I know this is a serious issue, but let's wait to hear his side of the story. Let's look for the CCTV footage." A lot of things that looks like they were jumping in his defense. And not only did Toto Dike, an Hollywood actress, shut it down, but somebody else who was, very concerned about the issue, Iyabo Ojo, came to make an entire video. Now, in her video, she's like, "This is for my colleagues, especially those of them in the Yoruba industry." On that video, she said that, "I know that you might not understand everything about this case, and in this case, if you do not understand, just keep short. There is no point defending him. Don't get me angry." And she said some things in Yoruba, but the part that really got to people was after ranting and ranting, it got to a point where she looked like she was going to explode, and she's like, "Yeah, but calm down. because it was really getting to her. She was really upset, and people were really backing and supporting her and telling her that she's really, a great mother, she's a great person for saying what she said, because they couldn't understand why people would feel the need to defend somebody in that kind of situation. Let me know what you think in the comment section of, all these things that have been happening, especially relating to this rape case. Now let's move on from that to some national stories, and first up is the Imo State governor in the news, Hope Uzodinma. Now on Saturday, unidentified gunmen attacked his residence, burnt his house and his precious Rolls Royce. Now when these people attacked, luckily somebody was recording from their residence, and the men came in, dressed in black, covered their faces, started shooting, and they actually killed 2 of his guards while they launched the attack in his residence. Now they burnt his house, set so many cars, there was a coaster bus, there were other cars, set everything on fire and then left. Now people are like, okay, what message are these people trying to send? What exactly is going on? If a governor can be attacked like this, what happens to the rest of the locals, people in the state who don't even have the kind of security that the governor has access to? What happens to them? And then in light of that situation, there was fake news that the Imo State House of Assembly was burnt down as well. But thankfully, the Commissioner for Information in the state came out to debunk these rumors and even put a clear picture of the State House of Assembly saying, look, this place wasn't burnt. I don't know who is spreading these false rumors, but nothing of that sort happened to the Imo State House of Assembly. Now let's move on from that to other cases of banditry, and this is from Kaduna State. Unfortunately, bandits attacked a church yesterday, killed 1 person and abducted scores of church members. Now thankfully, one eyewitness was lucky enough to escape, and he gave an account of what happened. According to him, these people just attacked the church at about 9 a.m., shot at the doctor, took people hostage and just left. Now he even said that most people who are living in the area have started packing their things because they are not sure when next these people are going to attack. They are not feeling safe and they are moving to other local government areas. Now Kaduna has been in the news for years. This is not even, I'm not talking weeks or months, I'm talking years, for issues around banditry, kidnaps. Just days ago, private university students were kidnapped and 3 of them were killed. And people are really scared for their lives. What exactly is happening? What is the governor doing? What is the president doing? And then the president said in a statement that the bandits should not push him. And Nigerians are like, okay, they've killed people, they've kidnapped, they've destroyed houses, they've destroyed different properties. What exactly do they need to do to push you to the point where you react, where you do something decisive? What do they need to do? They've done what it is that most people would consider the worst. They've killed. So what do you want them to do to push you to the point where you react decisively? That is the question that Nigerians are asking, the president. Now let's move on to some global news, foreign news, and this is concerning the Oscars award. Yes, this one is really hilarious because this actor won the Best Supporting Actor for his movie in Judas and the Messiah, and his name is Daniel Kaluuya. Now Daniel won the award, and when he was receiving his award, he made a speech that made his mom and his sister go, what in the world is going on here? Now this picture that I'm showing you is the reaction of his mom and his sister, and I can only imagine, like, when you see this picture, what do you think he said that made his mom like, Daniel, I'll see you at home, that kind of look. And his sister was like, huh, this boy has embarrassed our family. So yeah, he made a statement, very funny one. I'm not going to say exactly what he said here, but he made a very hilarious statement. And then also, the Best Actor went to Anthony Hopkins for his role in The Father. And a lot of people were thinking maybe this could have gone to Chadwick Boseman, maybe sentimentally, if I can say that, because he's passed and may his soul rest in perfect peace. But people were expecting that the Best Actor would go to Chadwick Boseman, but no, it went to Anthony Hopkins. Now Anthony, when he was receiving his award, gave a speech, and then of course he dedicated the award to Chadwick Boseman, saying that he was taken way too young from us. So congratulations to all the winners from the Oscars. The looks were amazing. Yes. Now let's move on to some sports news, and I have Manchester City and Tottenham in the news. Now Manchester City beat Tottenham 1-0, making them winners of the Carabao Cup. Really exciting time for Manchester City fans there. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug. It was so much fun giving you the updates, and keep it a date with us tomorrow because we're giving you even hotter headlines. Until next time, my name is Judith, and this is brought to you by Every NG.